Well, good afternoon. My name's Professor Brightsider, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm a professor of Xboxing. I got my doctorate in Xboxing from the University of... Currently, I teach Xboxing at... And this afternoon, I'd like to critically analyze Microsoft's recent reveal of their Xbox One S. In this critical analysis, I'll only be using screenshots from the actual video because of the fact that, well, I just want to avoid copyright issues. So if you are so inclined to actually seeing the video while you hear my commentary, I highly suggest that you actually open up the video that shows the reveal of the Xbox One S. Now here in this part of the reveal, we see the sliver of light slowly breaking across the screen and getting bigger and bigger. What Microsoft won't tell you is that actually that is a image really of a guy unzipping his pants. And if you listen closely enough, you can actually hear him unzipping his pants. In fact, if you listen right now at this moment, you can hear this exact unzipping of the pants sound. Listen. Now over here in this part of the reveal, Microsoft tells you that you get up to 2 terabytes of internal HDD. Now what they won't tell you is that actually the Xboxes that do have the 2 terabytes, well, they're actually full of excrement. So if you choose to get the Xboxes that are not full of excrement, well, then you only get 0.00001 terabytes. So I think people will either have to build up a resistance to the defecation smell, or perhaps they're just going to have to settle for less terabytes. Now over here in this part of the reveal, it tells you you could do HDR gaming. Now, surprisingly, what Microsoft doesn't tell people is that HDR doesn't stand for what you think it stands for. It actually stands for hard dung rack. So dung as an excrement. So hard excrement rack. And what they mean by HDR gaming actually in this case is that if you want to use your Xbox One S to play games, you're going to have to put your Xbox One S in a rack full of hard dung. So this is not for the faint of heart, let me tell you that. Because you're going to have to be dealing with the smell of hard dung while playing your games. Now in this part of the reveal, Microsoft says that you get Xbox Wireless and Bluetooth. However, there is a slight adjustment for those who just finished losing 20 pounds in the bathroom and had too much fiber. For those who had too much fiber and just finished losing 20 pounds in the bathroom, it's not Xbox Wireless and Bluetooth, it's Xbox Wireless and Browntooth. Now here in this part of the Xbox One S reveal, it says that the starting price is $299. But don't be fooled, actually, $299 is only the starting price for the official Xbox lingerie that you get to cover your Xbox when your Xbox starts to overheat. The starting price for the actual Xbox hardware itself is $84,960,483,200,834 and .016483 cents. So again, don't be fooled. $299 is not the starting price for the actual Xbox hardware. It's only the starting price for a nice pair of lingerie to wrap your Xbox in when it starts to overheat. So if you want to get the actual Xbox One S hardware itself, well then I suggest that you might want to expect to break a couple more piggy banks. But when you do break those piggy banks, make sure you don't break them in your trousers. At least if you do break them in your trousers, make sure you have a cup on.